Hello everyone, my name is Yasum and welcome back to Regrowth. This is episode 58, and where we left off last time is we set up the Lunium and we run into a bit of a problem with the Lunium. And that problem is that it hasn't given any of those pages yet. And I'm starting to wonder if maybe it doesn't anymore, or they're just insanely rare. Because in some of the other mod packs I've played, I should have gotten something. And that thing is not staying up until 1 a.m. The night before and then getting up at like 7. Not a good idea. But you can see, I mean, it's doing fairly well. We just got a piece of diamond armor. I'm hoping it's just really rare. We got a whole bunch of different enchanted books. Whatever this enchanter's concentrate is, a few hearts. So maybe we can get some more heart containers at some point. What else? What else? Oh, these. This thing. Check this out. The One Ring. Made with fire. Apparently it grants invisibility 1. See, I don't feel invisible. That's because it didn't go on. Why did it go on? Yeah, I don't think it actually does anything. Then there's this one, which only wanted 1. Lesser Ring of Ender Disjunction. Splinches nearby Enderman. No idea. Looks neat though. Got a bunch of these little Thumbcraft rings and stuff like that. Some books. Oh, this has gone up. This was only 1 when I logged off last time. I did split off the alchemical regents, or whatever you want to call them, catalysts. So they'd go over there. Nothing's made it that far. And for a while I had these split off. Seriously, as soon as I start recording. And what we got here, these are all the same. I just haven't gone through them. I threw away all the ones we already have. But we've got Batman and Mother of Dragons. So if we go in here, let's do Batman first. Gives us a little bat. And then Mother of Dragon gives us a dragon, which is kind of cool. I like that one, so I think we're going to use that one for right now. Put Batman back. We don't really need him. Missing Link, that's the one I have. We'll take these with us. So the problem we ran into, since that's where I was going originally, is this. We cannot keep up with this thing. It just drains so much power, or we need more. So what I did was I came down here and I added 2 more sets. Yeah, 2 more sets of thermal lilies, plus I finished this one off. You can see I even put the Gaia spreader down here to keep up with it. And I was in the process of starting to add more. But it's just one of those things where I don't think these things can keep up. And I think the only way we're going to be able to do that is to resurrect the tree farm or the Gormalaeus. So let's take a look. Seriously, it's like I put this headset on and it squeezes my brain and I start yawning. Very weird. Let's go over here, put this stuff away. Nature's, yeah, we'll put that in there. There we go. Okay, now what do I want to look at? Okay, we do have some of these. I noticed something. I saw it on Reddit. These are the only gates I've seen, the normal gates and then the Octarctic gates, but apparently you can do much more. No, wait, I don't want those. They're going to be really weak. Do we have any plain emeralds? There they are. Will this work? Clock timer. So the quartz chipset apparently gives us the ability to set a clock interval, which is kind of neat. We don't have a Gormalaeus. We only have the Munch Tubes. Go me for mixing up series. Alright, let's take a look. Where's the little hungry flower? Don't take anything too ridiculous. Okay, Do we have air? Of course not. Let's see. Let's see. Carpet. String. Give me the string. There it is. And a feather. Best I can tell, it is actually attempting to pretend there's a thunderstorm outside right now, which is interesting given the time of year. Alright, so we need that, and earth, which we got. Only need one of you. Really? You'd think I could remember this. Oh, we also need a fire, which I made a whole ton of when I was making thermal lilies. Need one of those. Slime, melon, 2 sand. Melon? Where do we put the slimes? Really? Where are the slimes? Oh, wait, I know. Duh. Yep, still going duh. It's over here. Is it 4? I can never remember. That's only 3, which is not 4. I have a new mouse sitting right on my desk here. And it's been sitting there for maybe a week now. You know, you think I would eventually plug it in. Yeah, it's actually trying to thunder outside. Like the stuff on the shelves behind me just kind of rattled a bit. 2. Why does it feel like I'm missing something still? Because I'm not. That would be why it feels that way. Oh man, I turned the heat up on here because wind was blowing earlier and turning into an oven in this room up here. Alright, there's summer. 2 gray, 3 yellow, and a red. A red, 2 gray. How many manas do we need? 2 mana yellows and a mana gray. Whee! Mana gray. Okay. And nope. There we go. Did I do it right? I did. Cool. Where is it? Where? Seriously? Did we use it all? Huh. I think we did. Interesting. Button. There we go. We do not have any more grass. We need some more grass. Do we have any bone meal? Bone meal's right there in front of my face. Do. And then we just run around like a crazy person. Yeah, geez, everything down here is shaking. For my luck, the power's gonna go out. The one thing I don't have on this computer is any type of power conditioning or filtering or anything like that, so it's plugged straight into probably a surge strip that should have been replaced years ago. No, didn't want you anyways. Let's come over here, toss you. You can go in there, you can go in there. Oh, hey, cool. Got one right there. Nice. Clay. Blah. You can go in there. I am trying to think of too many things at the same time. My brain is not agreeing with this. Thought so, yep. Alright, let's just make... Don't have enough in there. Do we have enough in here? Oh good, this one's still got a bunch in it. Perfect. We already got some dirt, so we will take you, take one of you. Made a whole bunch of glowstone earlier because I had to make a bunch of floating thermal lilies. No, give me that back. Floating flower gives us the glimmering flower. Now we make the floating flower. We turn the Gormalaeus into a floating flower. Okay. Book. H? Yes. Alright, we need functional generating flora. Gormalaeus. Where is nutritional value? Okay, so bread takes 2.5 seconds. Steak takes 4. We have plenty of bread to start with. Can't quite see the screen. We'll take a couple of... You know, we just got to start moving some of this stuff over there. Because right now it's getting to be a bit of a pain. 7, 8. Okay, first thing we need to check. Don't need that. Let's just see, can this thing... No. Mana spreader, that's what it needs to read from. If I put you there and completely forget about the gates, which are way over here, go back and grab those. And over here. So, are you capable? Awesome. Perfect. Okay, contains mana. That spreader or that spreader, one of those two, contains mana. That's what we were looking for. Okay, so we can use... Yeah, I think a dropper is going to be our best bet. How many sticks? And then we're going to need string. Do these work for making a bow? They do. Cool. Cobblestone. Do we have any left? We do not, of course. Because every time I do, I make it just like this, and we only use up what we need. Alright, let's see. You go that way. Wow. Whoops. Alright, where'd I put you? No? Ah, there we go. Dropper. You wouldn't... You'd think I never played vanilla before. Okay, we got that. We got some of you. Some of you. We don't need... Yeah, why not? We'll take some of you. Plenty of that. Yeah. A chest. Okay. And do we have any spreaders left here? Dreamwood, Dreamwood. Elven, perfect. Mana. Redstone, we'll leave you there. Every blasted time. Okay. Isolated. We'll take the dominant. We'll take the recessives. We'll take the sparks. So far the guy has been the only one that's been able to keep up with, 12 of those thermal lilies all at once. Then Elven Spreader, one of them just couldn't keep up. And unfortunately, because of the way I designed it, the original thermal lilies are encased in glass and you can't break them out, otherwise you risk a lava breach. So, it works still. But I had to use the floral obedience stick on them. Put you away. We'll keep one of you. Keep one of you. Bread. Okay, this will work. This just needs to be a test to see if this will work. Put you there. I did Did I? Aha, perfect. All right, so mana pool, spreader. What's the range? That will definitely not work. We need you to be outside of that. Nuts. There we go. Function, bind. Huh. Function mode, bind mode. Why can I not? Oh, yeah. Yep, and it's raining, and it is really raining. Wow. All right, Gormoleus, the flower that converts yummy food into power. We are going to go up like that. Sure, why not? Because we want it... let's put you down, okay? And put you... I'm kind of winging this based on... Like I looked at the general concept that the picture was putting out there, and I'm just kind of trying to see, based on what I remember, if I can recreate it. So what we're looking at here is we need to be able to keep bread in here. So we need to be able to keep some in there. We need to be able to probably work better if we used the transport pipes. So then we can put this right here. We can put our extraction gate. We'll tell it specifically to whitelist bread, just, you know, for safety's sake, and I have no idea what that... Getting feisty in there, aren't they? Hopefully we've still got 2 nightbots. Alright, so that comes around. Honestly, a hopper is probably better for this. And we don't have to worry about that at all. Let's just do that. So you here. You here. That would make it drop straight down. But then it needs to have a secondary gate on it, which I don't want. I don't remember it having extra gates. So what happens if we put it facing that way, put one of our pieces here, put our emerald gate right there, which should give us access to... We want it to... Mana full... Let's do... Yeah, I think it was space for mana. We need space in... Oh, an item in inventory. No, come on, where are the new ones? There we go. A 5-second timer. We'll do, you've got a space in inventory for bread. Oh, items in inventory. There we go, that's why. So now, in theory, this should work. So the flower is already empty. Oh my goodness, that is so not going to be able to keep up. But because this thing doesn't have any space, yeah, we got to be careful. Because if you throw food at this thing while it can't take more. Like if we give it food right now, where it still has some power in it, it will eat the food and it won't give anything. But now, since there's space in the spreader, it should mean that this thing is empty. So another piece of food is fired out. Interesting. Alright, and modify you. No redstone signal. There we go. Now, switch. We need a lever. Need a lever. You'll do. You still haven't run out of coal yet. I'm impressed. So we can put you here and go bloop. And it will shut off. Okay. This will definitely work. It looked like it could do 5, 10, and 15 seconds. 5 seconds for a piece of bread. So we gave it, let's just say a piece of bread gives 3. I think it actually gives 2.5. So we'll just say 3 seconds. And we're only giving it 2 seconds to empty itself before we give it another burst. So I think over time it will start losing ground. But we can actually, I wonder what a baked potato gives. And overall, this thing was fairly easy to make. Let's take a look here. Potency. A mana lens. And some fire. I think if I remember correctly, potency allows it to shoot more mana in a shot. That may help it empty itself out faster. Let's go take a look. Unfortunately, I don't remember. I was like skimming through different like Reddit posts in the past, and it's like, oh, this one, is from last year sometime. I was talking about the Gormalaeus because I was looking up ways to automate it, and you came across that, and it's like, okay, that's awesome. Unfortunately, I was looking at it through the incognito or whatever for my Android phone, and I have a bad habit when I do that of going to it, like you pull down from your phone on the top and it gives you the menu of your running applications, at least it does for me, and it lists it right there, and it says close all anonymous tabs basically. And every time I see that, I mean literally every time, I have not learned yet, I touch that for some reason thinking it's going to open those tabs for me, and it closes them all. And the only reason I use those tabs to begin with is if I'm looking through something and it's got like an image link or something, I'll use that because it will automatically open it right away. It won't open it as a sub tab. So let's see, we do a right click and that puts that on there. So hopefully that will blast that mana out of there faster. Yeah, so basically I lost the link and I have no idea where I got it from. I know it was on Reddit, but that was about it. Wait a minute. Why did you fire twice? You're firing twice. What are you doing that for? Because for a fraction of a period of time, it's... I think that's just too fast. Because we're going to use them up. $10 seconds might work. How are we doing? It's still shooting twice. Why is it doing that? Has space for mana. Interesting. It's firing twice. Why is it doing that? Do these fire twice when you feed them a redstone signal? Nope. So why are you producing a double tick? Oopsie. What other options? We got mana's full, mana's empty. Nope, going the wrong way. Contains mana. No, that's not going to do it either. Space really does seem like the way to go. Let's just take you out of the loop for now. Because we don't care. I mean, it can fire if it doesn't have anything in there. Yeah, it's wasting a piece every time. So if we watch it, it's going to flicker twice when it goes off, which is just odd. And I blinked and missed it. Okay, so right now it just became empty, which means it's used all the power from the flower. Or the flower should be empty. And then this one triggers while they're all full and goes negative, but it's almost like it's flipping twice, which is weird. That is definitely a neat idea, but it doesn't seem to be working quite right. That is neat. Alright, so that's empty. You're empty. You've still got 32 bread left, but we wasted a bunch. You get to work. Let's go... Let's go grab an hourglass. Grab an hourglass. We'll give it 6 or 5 seconds and we'll see what happens. That lens should be more than enough to keep up with one. I think we have an hourglass, don't we? We do. Okay, now we need... No, we need to go back. Is it miscellaneous? What's that thing called? Oh, nuts. Wrong button. Something hovering hourglass. There it is. Okay, we need the timing. Hourglass contains inventory, yada 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 yada. Sand is 1 second. Red sand is 10. Soul is 1, so we need 5 pieces of normal sand. But we're going to take 10 just in case. We're also going to take some bread. A hopper. Yeah, if we have to, we can automate that. It's funny, even carrying this, I still run it faster than normal sprint speed, which is kind of cool. One of the things I need to get on the list of things to do is to make a crossbow so we can kill the wither 4 more times, because we want to get that thing up to tier 5. Why? Just, because we can. No other real reason. It's not like it really serves a purpose at this exact moment. Let's see. Okay, this entire area is loaded, so it doesn't matter. There you go. And hourglass, of course, this is not going to be easy to shut off. We'll pretty much have to take that out of there. I mean, I suppose you could power this thing, then it wouldn't be able to fire. Ooh, 5 seconds is way too fast. Give me that. Oops. Yeah, because before it was intentionally delaying until we knew for sure the flower was empty. Well, that's good enough. Well, I mean, every time this thing pulses, it's an insane amount of power that gets taken. But a little bit of extra input into the system would be good. Yeah, that could work. And we could easily use 1 hourglass to control more. What did we do when we first set this thing up? It was working just fine. And then all of a sudden it started double firing. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I added another condition to it or what. How are you doing for power? Okay, that's more than enough time. So now it's full. Each burst is almost 2 full bars, which is good. That means it's keeping up. I still have, I mean, now without knowing the numbers, holy smokes, that thing is already going down a full block. Have we got anything new? Nope. Nothing new in here because it's all being trash canned right now because otherwise there were tons of it. Oh man, more torn pages. One thing I did see is I started building one of his things in the past in the Departed series and it just didn't work out, so I switched it. Riskable's got some pretty good mana generation things, and one of them was a chicken farm. And what I'm looking at is, I looked at the design. Now he runs it just plain obscenely huge because, you know, it's the idea is just to show you can do it. But we already need to create a chicken farm to get limus, which is what we need to funnel or power that machine to turn a biome into a Mushroom Island or Mushroom or whatever the heck it's called. So I'm looking at it right now to see if there's a way, because I think what I can do is kind of have it start where it feeds a certain number of eggs into the alchemical furnace, and anything left over gets converted into actual chickens. Like it gets fired to see if it'll hatch. And then you can use, I think it's we need to go all the way back. It's a functional, this thing. I've never used this thing before. And I mean, the more I watch some of these videos, you realize that a lot of these have uses that I've never thought of before. You know, even if it specifically says what that use is here. And it's easy to make. I mean, look at this. There's like nothing to it. The idea being that as soon as there's a fully grown animal within its range, it will kill it. And then we can combine that with the exoflame to cook the chicken, and we can start feeding that to this little bugger. You know, just to see. But it means that we can kind of use, instead of stockpiling up barrel upon barrel of eggs, which we're not really going to need because the alchemical furnace can only go so fast, we would be able to possibly get some mana out of it as well. We'll have to see. I wonder if this thing is firing every 10 seconds. So 6 times a minute. I don't think this thing is going to survive. There's no way that's going to survive for very long. I'd have to actually attempt to do math to figure it out, but I get the feeling it's going to eat all my potatoes. Or not my potatoes, my bread. Which isn't good. I don't want it to eat all my bread. I like my bread. It's, you know, what I eat. Oops, no, you don't go there, you go there. Do I have... I do. Normal barrel. Perfect. You can go there. And let's just fill you up. I'll just convert some of this stuff over. That'll at least mean I can keep some of it aside to feed myself. What we may have to do is start cooking potatoes, or I may have to set the machine up again that I was using to create the bread. We're almost full. There we go. Put those away. Perfect. Okay, now the thing we have to make sure of. F7. Everything around here is safe. It is. Good. Turn F7 off. Okay. So, I need to look at this here because, wow, this is I don't know why it was so hard to control this flower in some of my other mods that I worked on, but because, I mean, this, using the dropper is really easy. So, we may have to take a look at it and see if there's a way we can kind of tile this to produce more. Because, I mean, the flower didn't cost all that much. A summer and a fire. That's pretty easy. And, you know, we've got how many farms over there. Actually, let's take a look here. Exoflame, of course, requires a summer and a fire, just like the Gormalaeus. Interesting. So I'll have to make a couple more summers. What I may try to do in between episodes is get a few more Gormalaeus running. Either that or maybe next time we'll build one of the tree farms back up, because I haven't looked at any of the Bohr lenses and the what the heck are they called? Force relays. So like the Bohr warp lenses, I've used them in the past to create things with the what the heck is it called? Orchid. So we'll have to see. And my frame rate just plummeted. Okay, we're back up to 30. That's good. So at least I know it's possible to use them. So maybe we'll have to try and see if we can get a tree farm running or something like that. But why did I come over here? Oh, food. So let's see. We've got potatoes that we can bake. That's good. Carrots. Uses for carrot. Golden carrot. That could definitely work. Raw meat. Yeah, no. That's way too complicated. Biomass. Yeah, there's really nothing you can do with a carrot. I mean, at least with a potato, you can cook it. Yeah, so you can cook the potato. That could work. Because, I mean, we've already got the farm going, but we do have... All the wheat was converted into hay bales, which we could easily B-space this over there. Because if you put a single piece of... Where is it? Oh, there you are. You get a single piece of the wheat. Ever since I moved those, I can never find the right one. That gives you the piece of flour when you grind it down with a mortar and pestle. Pestle. No. And then you can cook it into a piece of bread. So it's nice and easy. It's a 1-to-1 conversion instead of a 3-to-1 like the standard Minecraft. So that's kind of cool. So we can easily automate that. I mean, we could easily put a little, maybe that'll give us an excuse to make a harvesting column or something. How are we doing here? You full yet? Definitely not. Interesting. So, yeah, I think that's an idea. I'm going to look at it and see if there's a way, because if we go over here, the that type of setup with the Gormalaeus isn't really something you need to see. So we could easily put it in the basement next to the, like, one of the offshoots off of the thermalily room here. Let's take a look and see here. Because, like, we could easily put it in here. I mean, you got the pump from that, so that'd be kind of a pain. We could go over there. No, that's directly under that. This would probably be the ideal room right here, because the mana pool is, like, right there, I think. So you could easily put a spark down here on a mana pool and just have them all feeding it, and it would just feed directly up into it. I think that might be the best thing to do. So maybe we'll look at that, because I want to let this thing run. I want to be able to get enough power into this thing that we can just forget about it for a while and eventually come back and see whether or not it actually will give that one of those pages. If it doesn't, I'm not entirely sure how we're going to get one, because we may have to try and go through the quest book to see anything that gives a loot bag in Thaumcraft or something and just kind of hope for the best. But we'll see. But for now, I think we're going to end it here, and we're going to let this thing run along with the lava, which we should see how the fire essence is doing with the increased... it's kind of keeping up. I got like 5 rows of fire essence, like, 20-some plants going over there. Ouch. But, so we'll have to monitor that. This is doing okay still. I'd swear we're missing a nightbot, but oh well. So I think, like I said, we're going to call it here. I do want to work towards the goal of giving this thing enough power that can at least run without burning our resources completely to the ground. So that is probably going to take some work, I think. We'll have to see, because that thing I know uses just an absolute ton of power. So we'll have to see if we can come up with something. But for now, if you liked the video, please hit the like button. The support is always appreciated and definitely welcome. If you can think of any ways to generate power, shoot me a note on Twitter, put a comment below here. Let me know. I mean, if you got a diagram or something like that, or a website link, or anything like that, a picture, whatever. Pictures are better because my mind works better when I can see things. So if you want to shoot me a link on Twitter, and I can take a look at it, and we'll see if it's something we can build. If you know anybody who you think would like to see the basic Gormalaeus setup here, send them a link. See if they like the video. I mean, as it stands right now, maybe they'll like the video, maybe they'll subscribe. Then I get to be happy because the channel is doing well, and everybody else gets to be happy because they're sharing and they're liking the videos, hopefully, and everybody's happy, and we really like. Most people like being happy. It's just kind of something we like doing. So, again, thank you for watching.